Love between recognition and unavailability. Philosophical reflection. Love, anyone who experiences it knows that it is at once ordinary and mysterious. We speak of passion, friendship, care, closeness, distance, desire, loyalty. Words hardly suffice, and yet we must try to grasp it in order to understand. Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. Today I want to consider love in 6 fundamental aspects: as an ethical way of being, as a relationship that encompasses responsibility, freedom, recognition, and finitude. Firstly, love is more than a feeling. Love is often reduced to feelings: passion, longing, affection. Yet feelings are fleeting. Aristotle distinguishes between emotions that come and go and stable dispositions that shape character. He says, friendship seems more a virtue, or at least connected with virtue. Love behaves similarly. It is not only revealed in the moment of experiencing, but in consistent action and enduring attention. Those who understand love solely as a feeling miss its depth. Love requires duration, responsibility, ethical awareness. It is manifested in staying, not only in being desired. Secondly, love as recognition of the other. To love someone is to respect them, not to possess them. Kant puts it succinctly: act so that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, always at the same time as an end, never merely as a means. Love radicalizes this thought. Recognition is not merely an act of courtesy, but the condition for love to exist at all. It arises in the attitude of not instrumentalizing the other, but allowing them to exist as themselves. Love lives in the respect for the other's otherness. Thirdly, closeness, desire, and freedom. Love seeks closeness, wants connection, understanding, to touch and be touched. Plato describes this as eros, for all desire aims at the good, and that is what love truly seeks. Eros is openness, not possession. Closeness without freedom becomes control. Freedom without closeness becomes indifference. Love exists only in this tension, and it is precisely here that its vitality lies. It is not a static state, but a dynamic relation, constantly unfolding and requiring continual balance. Fourthly, love as practice and work. Love is not a luxury of the inner self, but a lived practice. Erich Fromm reminds us, love is not a relation to a specific person. It is an orientation of character, an attitude of the self. Love shows itself in listening, enduring conflicts, respecting boundaries, consciously refraining from control. It is work, not on the other, but on one's own ability to sustain a relationship. It demands patience, attention, reflection, and the willingness to overcome one's own selfishness. Fifthly, responsibility and the primacy of the other. Love is responsibility. Emmanuel Levinas notes, the face is what forbids us to kill. Love arises simply through the presence of the other and obliges us even before we consent, even before we choose. Love is not symmetrical, not calculable, not negotiable. Responsibility is the original condition of love, preceding our freedom. To love is to assume responsibility merely through encountering the other, without any claim to reciprocity. Sixthly, boundaries, finitude, and unavailability. Love is finite, vulnerable, and unavailable. Hannah Arendt cautions, love by its nature is apolitical. It cannot be institutionalized, regulated, or possessed. The other is mortal. Closeness can fail, relationships can break. This finitude is not a weakness, but the heart of love. It preserves the other's freedom, the integrity of the relationship, and the depth of the experience. Love is not possession, not calculation, but a living relation that combines responsibility, recognition, freedom, and finitude. Conclusion. When we bring all this together, we see that love is not merely a feeling, not a possession, not a state. It is a living relation, to be nurtured, practiced, and continually renewed. It challenges us, opens us, sustains us, and constantly regenerates itself. Love is not what one has. Love is what one gives to the other. And therein lies its philosophical secret. Love exists where it surpasses us, where it challenges us, where it is not owned, but gifted to us. It is radically free, unavailable, alive, and at the same time it is the deepest connection we can experience between human beings.